Scripty session with your favorite Virgin Islander Likkz right here on Mocktails and Munchies. And before we get into this, I have to take a sip of tea. The Virgin Islands lost another life this week, and I want to shed light on Jordan Dutty Hart Jones. I know him to be a content creator slash like comedian from the Virgin Islands. He's always making videos. He'll basically just say what's on his mind, and he's funny. That's how I know of him. I don't know him personally, but unfortunately he did lose his life. The home that I know my home could be, unfortunately, is not perfect. And for me personally, I've been dealing with gun violence happening for years. Like, when I say this has been happening so long that it kind of becomes like the norm, which I know is not right, but it's the truth, because it's been happening so long that you kind of, not that you come completely numb to it, but when you do see an article pop up and you read it and you realize, like, okay, somebody went and killed somebody over something probably not even worth it. It's like another one gone. Another time for us to say rest in peace, stop the gun violence, put the guns down. Like, it's kind of just like a repetitive cycle. And I'm not gonna lie, this specific incident hurts because the person who did this to him was only 15 years old. So it's like, you throw away your life by taking the life of somebody else for no reason. This happened because you wanted a chain. And mind you, people again rob all the time. Why do we have to kill? Why do we have to resort to killing and taking someone's life? If I'm not mistaken, it was just a couple months ago, a very popular artist from our island, Pressure Busspipe, got robbed attending a show. Thankfully, he didn't lose his life, but it's so senseless to me that I want to take something that's not yours, number one. And then because somebody who worked hard to get what they have and possess, if they don't want to give it up, you want to kill them? That's what it really come into. We couldn't work. We couldn't save our money to afford the things that we want in life. No, we have to try get it off of somebody, and if they don't want to give it up, we got to get rid of them. And it only breaks my heart because, of course, somebody lose their life, but it's the fact that the Virgin Islands as a whole lacks people to give these young men guidance. These young men only resort to stuff like this because they have no guidance. And like I said, this has been happening for so many years. I don't know if it's ever going to get better. Some way, somehow, us as a community, we have to do better. We have to try to teach our children the right things. We have to try to lead them on a right path. Granted, everybody gonna do what it is they're gonna do. But as the older generation, as people who have platforms like myself, we have to try to come together to figure out ways to implement structure and guidance for the youth that is growing up in the Virgin Islands, so that they don't have to resort to robbing, stealing, killing, whatever it is you want to call it, so that they don't have to do those negative things, because At the end of the day, life is worth living. Yeah, we're gonna have bad days here and there, but life is worth living. Like, every day God give you that breath of life to wake up. You have the opportunity to do right by other people. You don't have to do wrong by other people. It's very unfortunate that he lost his life. I know for a fact that I've even seen a video of him talking about the Virgin Islands, uplifting the Virgin Islands, saying nobody don't even bother you in the VI.
One thing that I wish more people knew about the US VI is how great it is to come here. Nobody's gonna trouble you. You could even be a famous person and come here and nobody cares. One thing I really love about living here is kind of the same thing. It's just laid back. It's not too much hustle and bustle. Traffic will drive you crazy sometimes, but it's just a nice place to live. You know, there's always things that could be improved on and that could change, but overall, every time I start to like think about moving back to the States, I'll watch the news and be like, no, none of that. Don't want none of that in my life. Sorry.
And for him to get killed over a chain, honestly, anybody in the Virgin Islands could literally just work their job, save their money, and go and buy a chain. I don't have to steal people's stuff that they work hard for. And I'm not gonna lie, for him being 15 years old, I don't have no sympathy for what happens to him next. At the end of the day, he should be tried as an adult. I don't care if he's 15 years old. And I know that that affects his parents, because they're looking at him like he's under the age of 18. But he under the age of 18, but he out there taking people's lives though. And I do hope that whatever punishment he does get is the worst of the worst. Because you took a life for no reason. Everybody have to pay for the things that they do, the choices that they make. He was captured and he was charged with first-degree murder, robbery, assault, reckless endangerment, and possession of a firearm. While I'm grateful that he is captured, at the end of the day, somebody's life was taken. We have to find ways to get our young men to be on the right path in the Virgin Islands. Because if we don't, the graveyard is going to get more full. The jails are going to get more full. And that's not what we should be getting accustomed to. That's not something that's cool. You don't get cool points for robbing and killing people. I want to say rest in peace to Dutty Heart, and I'll be uplifting your family and friends in prayers.